Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome to episode 51 of our Enigmatica 6 Let's Play, where today we're going to continue working towards our upgraded... What is that? There's a beehive. A beehive actually spawned here. I'm like, I'm going to make that bee mad, but I don't need that there. We're good. We're good. Anyway, we're going to continue working on our Powah reactor and getting all that set up. So emeralds is our next step. And I went and looked on the Discord on emerald generation. Emeralds generate, which it makes sense. It actually says this in JEI. But if we go to emerald ores, we can see that they spawn in the overworld at Y level 100 to 212. Biome doesn't matter. As it says here, all biomes. It just has to be between levels 100 to 212. So what I did was popped over to our wind farm mountain, set up our digital miner, and set it to Y level 100 to 255, just go up to max, and I got a total of, I think it was 9 emeralds. Turns out I had some emerald chunks in our system already. I must have got these from quest rewards. And I have been saving them so that I can double them. So I went ahead and added emeralds to this system. So if I pop these in here, we should see them start doubling. Now this isn't going to be enough. This isn't going to be all that we need. But I just wanted to show y'all that that does work. And you can get emeralds. What I want to look into today is setting up like a little villager trading hall kind of thing. I don't really know where I want to put it, so I just dug out a little section here and, you know, put a little hole in the wall. So we're going to have our villager's going to go here. His fletching table is going to go here because I'm going to use a fletcher because you can trade him sticks, and we have a ton of wood, so sticks is going to be the easiest for emeralds. I put a piece of glowstone there to keep it lit up, and then if you put a trap door here, he won't be able to hop over the fletching table, so it'll keep him trapped there. So with that being said, I was like, okay, that is awesome. How do I capture a villager? And actually, let me check this wandering trader, because last time the wandering trader actually had a decent trade. Nah, you're okay this time, so let's just get out of here. It doesn't kill my bees, does it? I pray that doesn't kill the bees. That would be the absolute worst, because it's a 9x9 area. I don't know if it goes through walls. That thing, oh, okay, it is lit up, but not very high. Okay, anyway, so I was like, okay, how do we capture a villager? Because we don't have, well, there's always, there's the mob imprisonment tool from Industrial Foregoing. That requires us to have gas tiers, which I don't have any. So that one was out of the question, but that's a great little item. You just right click on a mob, captures it, and you can right click again and let it go. And then looking in the Discord again, I saw that shrink can actually do it. So this is our personal shrinking device. If you remember, we can, if I clear out a space, we can shift right click, shrink ourselves, right? However, if you right click on an entity, it shrinks it. Look, you got a little mini sheep. And if you pick it up in a bottle, you get a sheep in a bottle. Bam, contains a sheep. And then we just have to put it back down and then unshrink it. Bam, and it's full size again. And it works with villagers apparently. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go and try and find a villager here. And then we can set up some emerald trading, and that might get us, it's not necessarily going to get us more emeralds than the digital miner would. I'm probably going to go into a mountainous area. I mean, our wind area is fine. The issue with the digital miner is it only has a 32 range, or a radius of 32. So let's see. Any of you guys have a good trade? Let's do you, and then capture you. I don't want to hit you. I don't want to anger the iron. Hey, get over here, you nitwit. How about you? You're leather, which we do have a bit of. Paper, we can make paper, and yeah. That's okay. Nothing super crazy. I was hoping for wheat because there's a lot of wheat there, and I could just quickly grab some wheat and go. But we have a villager in a bottle. So let's go ahead and pop down to our area. And we're going to need to keep him in this area. This is going to be interesting to actually do this. Let's put this here. And I guess try and get there. There. Go in there. Where's my shrink? Buddy, I need you to... No! See, now he's small, so he can... Hey! He's small enough that he can get out. Okay, you, and then you. Get big. And then I need to block this off again. And he should turn into a Fletcher, eventually, since this table is here. Now, eventually is hopefully soon. Get out of here. Yes? No? Come on. Convert. It is a fletching table that converts him, right? Yes, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that is accurate. What if I place it down again? I know there is like a certain time of day that this will actually do it. And I may have missed that window. Let's actually put that down so he can't get out. The only issue is if he steps into this block space, which he's gonna. Convert. Oh, and I forgot I had this netherite axe of divinity in my inventory, so. Back up. Back up. Don't make me capture you again. Oh my goodness, buddy. You went where? Where did you go? Did he go downstairs? Did he just like die? Excuse me, sir. This is an off-limits area. Hey, 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 you little... This guy is driving me nuts. All right. Table, down. This, down. You in the hole. Oh my goodness. This guy's a dingus. Gonna die. Can you just calm yourself down, sir? Thank you. Just calm down. Calm down. Goodness gracious. Mr. Elephant, I'm sorry, but you are being extremely loud, and I do not appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Excuse me, buddy. Let's take a nap. Maybe it was too close to night, and that's why the nitwit there didn't change. Bottles can just go away. Axe can go away. You can go away. Let's see what happened. Hopefully he converted. Otherwise, we'll just continue on, and I'll keep checking up on this guy and see if he does what he's supposed to. He hasn't yet. All right. Well, just sit here. Anyway, let's see. So what can we do? Do we have... How many emeralds do we have? I'd like to get us up to the emerald tier on these things so that we can process them a little faster. So let's see. Emerald. We do have a stack. I think we can make a stack work. So go ahead and do the thing. We did get a quest. Maybe one of the quests... Maybe it'll give us... Oh, it gave us 2 energizing rods neotic tier. That's fantastic. Also, we need to pick that up. Or is it that? What are you wanting us to pick up? 24 capacitors. And you want me to pick up 32 of those. And I get a loot box. Man, I don't have room for 2 more. on here. So I guess these guys can go in there and they can be used for crafting materials, I guess. Okay, so that's our spirited crystals. Now what do you give me? Hey, blocks. Oh, blocks of neotic crystal, block of uraninite, and dry ice. Dry ice is what we need for our coolant. So how do we get dry ice? That is 2 ice energized, or a centrifuge is a chance to give us dry ice. So we need 2 ice energized will get us dry ice. We're going to need dry ice eventually for our reactor because it's part of the coolant. But we can break down this neotic crystal. That's nice. And the uraninite. And dry ice can go away. And did that give us another quest? What was that quest for? That's a good question. What was that quest for? It wasn't Powah. What were you for? Like I said, I wish there was a little bubble. Ah, the shrinking device. Because I had made that earlier. Scavenger's Delight. Put some glass bottles away. Bam. How are we doing here? 6, because this takes 1,000,000 RF, which is definitely slower. We could set up more of these. I could set up like a giant wall. We're not limited by how many of these we can use. If I cut these 2, I could put... No, but I think these have to be on the bottom, don't they? Ideally, we need to have a room for just this and just have this thing surrounded by... The energizing orb surrounded by these so it completes crafts really quick, but... It is what it is. Anyway, okay, so that got us our spirited crystals, but we're not going to worry about that. We'll go ahead and just do a neotic reactor because we need 36 of these. We're going to require a lot of capacitors, so I'm not too, yeah. So let's go ahead and teach it neotic because that's going to still require a lot of diamond. We're going to probably have to go mine for some more diamond, to be honest with you. Teach the system this. And it said 36 or 32. Let's check the book again. 36 reactor blocks. Okay, so let's see how this works. Reactor. And we need 36. Missing 6 neotic crystals. Ooh, we're so close. Let's get some more diamonds. Let's do diamonds next, please. You did the thing. No, stop doing the thing. I need 2 empty hands because I'm going to have to quickly... There we go. Oh, yeah, it can't handle 2 items being in there. Do the thing, please. I should have this be like a drawer with only 1 item. It's going to send 1 item at a time, and it's going to cycle through which item it sends, and it'll only send 1 of each of those items, but it sends 1 of each item, so... I just needed 6, that's 2, that's 4... 5, and that's the last one. As soon as I see the laser beam shut off, go for that. Oh my goodness. Do the emeralds, please. I really should set this up to be automated. Okay, back to reactors. We needed 32 of those, so let's get that cooking. Bam. It shouldn't take too long because there's no actual like crafting steps. It just crafts it. So yeah, reactor. So we need a 3x4 replaceable space. Where do we want to set up our reactor? Do we want to go into a different biome to set these up? Mainly because our eventually we're going to have mechanism reactors, and mechanism reactors require mechanism reactors can explode. I don't know if Powah reactors can explode, but mechanism can, and they can irradiate an entire area, which we do not want. So I think it may be in our best interest to put this in a different area. Caveat with that is it's going to generate a lot of power, and we only have these ender gates. So generation factor 4K a tick. We're gonna have to see. The wiki shows higher generation, but that's saying 4K a tick. I don't think this would lie to me necessarily. So anyway, let's just set it up over here. We're gonna risk it. We'll see what happens. I need power. Like my power input is there. Should I just build this in our basement? Instead of outside, build it in the basement. There's nothing wrong with having a nuclear reactor in your basement, is there? Because we have power generation here. Sure, why not? Why not? Let's go find out where that power is coming from, which is here. And we're just gonna build it in the basement. Yeah. Let's do a 7x7 area here. And build a reactor in the basement. I don't see any issues with this. Anybody? Anybody got any complaints? Any problems with this? Because I don't. Not enough blocks. You need 4 more. I did 32. I knew I needed 36 too. That's what I needed those extra 6 for. And boop, 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 boop. It's doing the thing. Sweet. Let's not get mobs spawning back here. I really need to set up more feral flare lanterns, but I'm just lazy. I'm gonna be honest. That's all it is. Okay, so it'll build itself automatically. When generating energy, the reactor heats up, causing it to consume fuel faster and generating less energy per tick. So you need to cool it down using a coolant like water. Also, you can use a solid coolant like snow or ice for extra coldness. Solid coolants require liquid coolant to work. Keep the reactor buffer full of fuel for better production. Okay. So carbon materials like coal, wood will improve the fuel efficiency and will add plus 180 degrees Celsius of heat. Redstone will speed up the production and will add another 120 Celsius of heat. The reactor will stop when it's full and start when it has less than 70% energy if the auto mode is on. That's nice. Okay, so basically what I'm getting from this is that coal or charcoal and redstone are kind of like catalysts that boost the production of energy. Uraninite is our fuel. And then if we add dry ice, it cools the system down even faster than just water can. So what we're going to need is a sink for sure, which is going to require a bucket of water, which is unfortunate because I don't have a fluid crafter of... do I have F7 on? I think I do. I can always tell when I have F7 on to see light levels because the game starts lagging like crazy. So I need a bucket of water. And let's get a sink. And then we're gonna need mechanical pipes. Do I have ultimate? I have ultimate logisticals. I need ultimate mechanicals would be ideal. Let's teach it how to make mechanical pipes. So you need to know how to make that. And then you need to know how to make that. I want the ultimate tier. I want this to be able to extract water as fast as humanly possible or computerally possible. So let's just make like a stack. Get out of here. Can I get a stack of those? Do I have enough? Atomic alloys. I probably do. Logistical transporters will be cool. We can put mechanical pipes in there in case it needs to craft those. And let's go see how this thing is doing. Because 64 is not an insignificant request for this thing. It's mainly the refined obsidian that we're going to be capped on. What am I doing? Refined obsidian. Enriched obsidian. Can you make me a stack of this? I'm sure you can. It's going to blow through a lot of this diamond. What about our mechanical pipes? We have 64 of those now. Oh, we got another quest done. What did we do? Oh, we made reactors. Oh, and it gives us some uraninite and some ice. Reactors are Powah's best way of energy generation. Will acquire a big multi-block and some more advanced maintenance. Simply make 36 reactor blocks and it'll build itself automatically. It is fairly complex and not enough space. Go check out the manual. The forge any particular values displayed in JEI are only the baseline. They're heavily influenced by their auxiliary materials. Liquid and solid coolants also play an important role in efficiency. Okay. So let's come over here to wherever the world I put this thing, which is back here. And let's go ahead and get our sink set up because we're going to need water. Now I'm going to assume that these can go, like, it doesn't matter where stuff comes from, is what I'm getting at, the gist. This seems like a non-sided block. So if I do this, is this accurate? Let's find out. Because if I look in here, no water. I get my tooly duty, morphing tool, and I set this guy to extract. We got water coming out of the pipe, going in, bam, we have water. Okay. Then we need fuel. And theoretically, that should just work, right? It's already got 300,000 stored out of 30 million. It's generating at 3,000 RF a tick. Nice. It is getting hot though. And remember, the hotter it gets, the less energy we get. Now that's why we're at 1.4, 1.3. We're not generating a whole lot of energy because A, we're running out of fuel, and B, it's getting hot. So we need water. And then we need some kind of ice. Dry ice, as from what I understand, is probably the best solid coolant to use. And that was 2 blue ices energized. Blue ice comes from packed ice, okay, or pressure chamber or multi-servo press, which is the same thing, so we can just craft it. And then packed ice comes from ice, and then ice comes from a whole bunch of things, but does... No, okay. So maybe would the blast chiller be the best way to quickly craft a bunch of ice? We're going to find out. We're going to see how fast this machine is. Because we definitely want to make sure that we... okay. I don't know why I tried clicking on it anyway, as if it was gonna work. Invar gears. We needed 2 of those. We need packed ice. 2 of those. Remember, we do have a bunch of ice in the system because I went out and got a bunch of ice from a frozen river. I guess we need glass. Blast chiller, and then we just need this guy. And we got a blast chiller. If I made another piece of glass. And just to keep things in the same area, let's go ahead and put our blast chiller over here. Should have thought about this ahead of time. I should have used my 3x3 too. Wow, that limestone breaks super easy compared to the andesite. And now this area looks so messy. Wrong. You. Okay. So blast chiller can go here. He's gonna need power. Let's just give him a blazing. I mean, we got him, and they're not terribly too hard to make. Okay, so that's you. So you don't have power? Is it nighttime? No? Where's all our power going? It is nighttime. I saw underneath the thermal stuff over there, and it looked like daytime. So I'm like, ah, it's daytime. Absolutely incorrect. It is nighttime. We got our spirited crystals, though, which is good. So let's go ahead and throw those in there. We need to automate uraninite. So we're going to set up another energizing orb down here so that uraninite will be automated. And then we're also obviously automating this ice. So you should be hunky-dory if I set you to from the back input. Yes. So you're not fast, which is to be expected. But if I make some thermal upgrades at thermal, and it helps if I open the proper inventory at thermal, just like we did with our machines over there that are making us the infinite essence. Let's give you this, which should already speed you up. And then it was 3 of... What are they called? It was the... No. What's the upgrades? These, right? Was that right? Flux linkage amplifier. Base power, but increases speed. Okay. Add you to the to-do list because I'm in the wrong inventory again. Lead gear. 6 of those. 3 of those. And how many of these can we make? 2. And because I'm missing electrum plates. That can be solved. So let's see how fast you make ice now. Even faster. Okay. We can even upgrade that even more if it ends up being needed by getting the upgraded tiers of that guy. So then we have a couple processing steps we're going to need to get dry ice. First off is going to be, so let's get dry ice here. So first we're going to need packed ice, which is 9 ice packed. So we're going to want a crafter from RF Tools. And this should be familiar because we use this for automating plastics. We're going to want a crafter tier 2, which is going to require a crafter tier 1, which is going to require me to actually be in the proper spot. So crafter tier 1. Okay, and then crafter tier 2, because we're going to need multiple recipes. Yes, a couple multiple. That is accurate. Bam. 2 more redstone torches. I just need to make a bunch of those, but... Okay, so then a crafter tier 2 can sit... You can't output from the front, so we can have that go here. And we can just have it auto output to the right. And you need to be auto output. Bam. Okay, so that will keep running. And this guy's going to require power, so we're just going to come down here and undo what we did earlier with this guy. And then get some advanced universals. That should be fine. This shouldn't take a ton of power. And then, since I want to hide everything, let's just put this guy there. Okay, so now you have that. So we can teach it that packed ice comes from ice on this tier. If I would have clicked the button properly. Apply, and we want to have the items go to the internal buffer. So it's going to process that into pack ice. So any ice that comes in automatically processes into packed ice, and then it will process into blue ice if I did this properly. Bam. So we got blue ice. And then 2 blue ice equals a dry ice at 10,000 RF. Okay, that is a lot. This needs to be much faster. Because it's 9 9 of these makes the packed, and then 9 packed, so that's 81 ice makes blue ice, and that's just to get us to 2 to dry ice. I guess the question then becomes, how efficient is dry ice? So let's see. Let's just imagine we were setting this up as if it was max capacity. So let's get redstone. And as far as I know, you can use blocks, but we're just going to use these. And then we do have some dry ice. So let's see. We put coal, we put redstone, we put dry ice, and then we put uraninite. Okay. So you are... It's not the slowest in the world. It may actually be okay. And how much are you generating? Where do you tell me that? I don't remember. Generating 65,000 RF tick. And if we put it in auto mode, it will stop when it's full and start when it has less than 70% energy. So it's actually not too slow to make the power. And so if we just do something like this, and we get our, not mechanical pipes, not our, I need cables. I forgot that I'm going to want higher tier cables. Can I just don't need that many. I just need like 8. Do the thing. Quickly do the thing. You got to do the thing faster for me, buddy. Okay, and then I should have queued that up too while I was sitting here waiting for it to do the thing. I did not think of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will do us. Universal 65,000 RF tick is a lot. Our energy cube that we have upstairs ain't even going to be able to maintain that much power. Bam. So now that is pulling power, which means it's going to run, which means if we come up here to this guy, this should be full. This should be full. Everything should be full. There should really be nothing using a bunch of our power. You are turned off. So this guy should back stuff then. But he's not. You know why? Because these have a massive buffer. Look at that. So this is going to back stuff its buffer of power first in all of these pipes before it starts back stuffing into here, which it's doing now. And in that interim, we burnt through quite a bit of uraninite, but not a whole bunch of redstone, not much coal, and not even close to 1 dry ice. So to be honest, this system here is okay, because this is going to make us enough blue ice that we can convert into dry ice. So I'm not too concerned about it. So next episode, we'll come back and we will work on automating the production of the dry ice, and then work on getting all these things added to this automatically, and work on producing uraninite. So the best way for us to do that, if we want to automate everything, is probably to set up 2 energizing orbs, so we can actually do like 1 over here and 1 over here. 1 to do the uraninite, and then 1 to do the, yeah, because this is uranium ingots. 1 to do the uraninite, and then 1 to do the dry ice for us. And just have those 2 be separate from each other, and we don't have to worry about it. So yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.